Primary election day in the city of Tucson is tomorrow, so that means voters will be deciding who goes to November's general election for the office of mayor and city council wards 1, 2, and 4. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink is live in the newsroom with more on a Tucson tradition holding citywide elections in odd-numbered years. Eric.
Well, Monica, the city has done it this way for decades, holding elections in the off years rather than be part of the presidential or midterm cycle. But that decision also could be a factor as to why turnout is always weaker in these elections. And now a state lawmaker is looking to change the calendar for Tucson voters. Voters will drop off ballots making decisions in the primary. Tucson and Prescott, the only two cities in Arizona that hold these elections in odd-numbered years. In this all-vote-by-mail election, the city shows turnout is just over 26% so far. But State Senator J.D. Mesnard from Chandler says that's way too low, and he believes there's a big reason why.
If you hold your elections at either odd times of the year or in odd-numbered years, you're suppressing the vote. There's a suppressed turnout.
But tradition is hard to break. And in 2021, the Arizona State Supreme Court sided with the city when the state legislature tried to get Tucson to conform to even-numbered year elections.
Even though the voter turnout might be higher, we are at the bottom of the ballot. And so people have got to go through the federal races, the state races, all the propositions, all the county races. And then they finally get to us. So my preference is that we're the only show in town. We're the only thing on the ballot where people are forced to look at the city council candidates.
Mesnard tells News 4 Tucson he's thinking about putting a constitutional amendment on this issue in front of voters in the fall of next year, during a presidential cycle with Arizona being a swing state. He thinks Arizonans will back it. And Councilman Kozacic knows you can't fight a constitutional amendment in court.
And if I introduce it and it passes the legislature, it would go to the ballot for November of 2024. And I think folks agree that, there's a certain time of the year, or really every other year, where they sit down, they kind of go through all the candidates for all the different offices. There's an efficiency to that.
We have asked our voters how they want us to do this. They have resoundingly said, we want you in the odd number years. We want to be able to focus on local races. We want to be able to do our homework on candidates and local issues. They don't want us at the bottom of the ballot on even numbered years. J.D. Mesnard shouldn't worry about how we're doing elections in the city of Tucson.
And for Election Day tomorrow, there are 10 drop-off locations where you can go to drop off that ballot. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. Now keep in mind that ballot must be dropped off by 7 o'clock for it to count. And for a list of locations, just head to our website, KVOA.com. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.